What is going on, my YT gang? This is your boy Rio, and welcome if you are new to the channel. Now look here, Emmanuel Acho, he got a lot of words to say to all the Shedeur Sanders fans who feel like the Cleveland Browns is setting this man up for failure, especially in this Baltimore Ravens game. All right, now we all know Kevin Stefanski done came out here and made a public service announcement and let it be known that he does not give Shedeur Sanders no reps with the ones. All right. And it got a lot of people feeling some type of way, especially the Shedeur Sanders fans. And like I said, Emmanuel Acho got a whole lot of words to say to those fans. And I'm finna show you guys that video. But before I do, make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And make sure y'all get down in the comments and let me know how y'all feeling about the whole situation. Let's take a look at that video.
I'm going to say it like this. We keep it real in the speakeasy. I apologize if I hurt your feelings. If you want somebody to lie to you, go watch another show. Shedeur did what backup quarterbacks do when they come into a football game. He struggled in a mighty way. Shedeur didn't come into this game and overly impress us, but he wasn't supposed to overly impress us. He came into the game as a backup quarterback that didn't get first-team reps all week, all season, all off-season, and he struggled. 4 of 16, 47 yards and a pick, 2 sacks. He did what a backup quarterback's supposed to do. Struggle. Going up a first-team defense. Now, here is the lie that I have to dispel, and I know we about to argue.
Oh, man.
Shedeur didn't get first-team reps. That's not an outlier. Backups don't always get first-team reps. Some do, but do not sit here and act like the Cleveland Browns are a part of some sort of negligence or malpractice. Backups are backups. They run with backups. So if you want to sit here and just retweet things that suggest Shedeur didn't get any first-team reps and that's malpractice. Hi, backup speaking. When I made my first career start going in against the Washington Commanders in 2014, I didn't have first-team reps all week. As Michael Kendricks is down, D'Amico Ryans is down, Acho, you're up. I made my second career start against my brother, the Arizona Cardinals. It was 2014. I started that game because Casey Matthews was late to a team meeting. I didn't know I was starting until that day. Hi, didn't get any first-team reps. Backups get treated like backups. So I just don't want you all to think that it is an outlier that Shedeur Sanders did not get any first-team reps. Now, I wish he would have got a couple. Sprinkle some in here during the offseason, sprinkle some in there during the offseason. But for no reason should you all start to believe that backups run with the ones. Ones are ones for a reason, and twos are twos, and threes are threes. Care Bear, why are you looking at me like that?
Acho, man. Look, okay. Although I will say I understand where you're trying to go with this, I can't agree with it, all right? I agree with a little bit, but the rest of it, you got to miss me with. When it comes to this no reps with the one situation, bro, you got to understand, bro, it's very important. And he's a football player, you know what I'm saying? I never played in the NFL, but even I understand when it comes to the quarterback, all right? This is a whole different position. I see if you was talking about running backs, linebackers, whatever the case may be, but this is the quarterback position. It is necessary for them to go out here and get reps with the ones, all right? And it's because of the fact that you got to take into consideration the cadences, all of these things, being able to communicate with the offensive line, bro, to pick up certain blitzes, all right? Now, when it comes to the cadence, there's no way he's going to be set up for success if his offensive line don't know his cadence, if his receivers do not know his cadence, if they don't know his signature calls when he got to do a out route or whatever the case may be. Bro, if he is not getting no reps with the ones, bro, it's not going to look good for him out there because nobody understands what he's saying. And then when you look at the offensive line, bro, you can tell that the communication is not there with Shedeur Sanders. I seen 3 offensive linemen in one play alone, shift to the right to defend one guy. They blocked one guy and left a huge gap for a safety or a linebacker to come straight through and hit Shedeur Sanders. So that is how important it is to make sure that your backup quarterback gets at least 1 or 2 or 3 reps with the ones at least per practice, just so they can have that type of understanding, because you never know when the first guy may come down. You get what I'm saying? Now, I don't wish anything upon Dylan Gabriel. You know what I'm saying? I respect him as a human being. And I hope his injury is fine. I hope he's okay. But if not, then that is great for Shedeur Sanders. And he will get the opportunity to be able to practice with the ones all week to better prepare himself for next week against the Raiders. Now, the second thing that I can't agree with, when it comes to what Emmanuel Acho said, yes, I understand he was saying ones with the ones, twos with the twos, three with threes. Okay, yes, I get it. I get that. But let's be real. It's not like Shedeur Sanders is the backup quarterback, or he's the quarterback behind somebody like Matthew Stafford or Daniel Jones or somebody like that. He is the backup quarterback to Dillon Gabriel. All right. And one thing we all know when it comes to Dillon Gabriel, he is injury prone. The man had a lot of issues in college. And you guys know that. Y'all drafted him. Y'all understand that. You get what I'm saying? So at that point, it's very important to make sure that your backup quarterback is getting some type of reps, because it's no telling when this man is going to go down. And then we also got to take into consideration or consider the fact that when it comes to these two quarterbacks, you don't know who your number one guy is, really. You don't know who's going to be the future of the future face or the future quarterback for this organization. And because of that, you got to give both of them reps. It don't matter if Shedeur Sanders was the starting quarterback at this point in time or Dillon Gabriel. You got to give them reps, because you got to figure out who is going to be this guy, or if any of them are. So I can't really get with what he's saying when it comes to that whole situation. But let's take a look and see what Shady had to say about this whole situation. Take a look.
He's a rookie.
Or his first game action.
Yeah, he's a rookie, man. Like, he's a rookie. And
but he's special.
Yeah, but Acho, this is his first game starting, though. Imagine when you was a rookie, your first game starting. I was super nervous, right? And then
he didn't even start for clarity. Yeah,
your debut game.
First game playing.
And he's not even starting this game. Yeah. So, like, I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that.
He comes into the game against the Ravens team that's in a gotta-have-it type situation.
And they desperate and all
in
that.
the second half against multiple All-Pros on the defense.
But hold on. I watched last year's or 2 years ago's number one pick overall.
Yeah.
Kenneth Williams.
Yeah.
Struggle. I watched the one for the Panthers. What's his name? Bryce Young.
Yeah.
First pick overall. Struggle.
Yeah.
But we not give him a pass, and he wasn't even starting this game.
I agree with Shady. I ain't gonna lie. I'm on Shady's side this time, man, because you got to understand, bro, he's a rookie. And just like, people wanted to be lenient on Dillon Gabriel, and just like he said, people were lenient on two number one quarterbacks, two number one draft quarterbacks. When you look at Bryce Young, you look at my boy Caleb Williams, they gave them grace. So I think, at this point in time, we all should just give him grace, especially considering the fact that, this wasn't his starting job. This was something that he just came in the middle of the game with no experience or no chemistry with the number one. So I don't know, man. We just gonna have to wait to see. Hopefully he get out there with the ones this week in practice, and hopefully he come out there against the Raiders and just play lights out, bro, and go ahead and prove everybody wrong. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this whole situation. Get down in the comments. I got to get up out of here, guys. I love y'all. I'm going to get at y'all on the next.